Yo guys, Leggy here and welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be talking about the potential bear market, or one we're even already in, and how I am going to navigate it. So before we get into that, we're going to get into a bit of news, although as always I am not a financial advisor, and before investing please do your own research. But yeah, let's get into the news. So before anything, as always, let's look at the fear and greed index. And it's no surprise it is at extreme fear. This is important because obviously what you want to aim to do as an investor is obviously buy when it's extreme fear and sell when it's greed or extreme greed. So normally you can't go wrong with that, but obviously it's showing that now's a decent time to buy. Now, if we look at the coins over this week, so they're not looking very good. Bitcoin down 15%, Ethereum down similar, and I don't think it's going to stop there. Obviously, if it loses the 32,900 support round about there, it could drop dramatically, and we're so close to that. So I do think that this isn't the end of the drops, so do be careful, and this is why I'm going to go into spreading out your buys during this market. So why has it actually dropped again over the last 24 hours? Obviously, I thought it was coming. I thought it was going to be a little bit more delayed than this, but Luna Foundation Guard lended $1.5 billion in Bitcoin and UST to defend its stable coin peg. So that was some news. So basically, if we go into that in a bit more detail, it says the 1.5 billion from Luna Foundation Guard will be split into 0.75 billion in Bitcoin and 0.75 billion in UST. Bitcoin will be used to buy more UST when it loses its $1 peg, while USD will be used to buy more Bitcoin when the peg is more than $1. UST is, however, a little centralized now. So, as you'd expect, this has actually created a little bit of fear in the market. So, yeah. Although, guys, it's worth noting that it isn't just Bitcoin which is going down, so this isn't an exclusive thing. It's pretty common for people to actually say that we are approaching a recession now. So if we look at this article by Yahoo Finance, it says Bitcoin in falls the lowest since January, in line with tumbling stock markets. So as I said, there's some stocks with absolutely major losses. So I think we're going to continue seeing drops in normal stocks and Bitcoin and other, obviously, altcoins. But yeah, I still think it's a decent time to buy, but as long as you spread out your purchases from now on. Also, I found this really interesting, so we're going to look at this tweet, and it says Bitcoin went down 6 weeks in a row for just the second time ever. It has never had 7 red weeks in a row, so does this mean that we're going to have a bit of a pump to stop this trend? Or the more probable of the two, will we see that 7th week red, meaning that it will be more uncertainty in the market, because obviously you're going into territory which has been unseen. And talking about unseen territory, I think that this is what this period of time will be. We're going to see stuff which we haven't actually seen before in the market. Increased uncertainty, and uncertainty can create doubt, which can maybe make Bitcoin drop a little bit more than we're expecting. But as I said, overall, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin. Not in the near term, but over the next few years, I definitely think it's going to be fine. So guys, now we're going to go on to my thoughts of how I'm personally going to navigate the bear market. So first of all, I think it's key that you actually find a coin which you're happy to hold for a extended period of time, as you don't actually know how long a bear market will go for. Confidence is key, because obviously not all coins will actually survive the bear market, as seen by previous bear markets, which means that some coins which we know and love dearly right now might not even make it to the next cycle. Also, I know a lot of people have a lot of analysis and a lot of guesses on where the bottom will be, but the truth is, guys, no one actually knows. Like, yes, you can look at graphs and you can have an educated guess, but the truth is, no one knows. So this is why I would dollar cost average. This means that you sort of take defeat that you're not going to catch the bottom of the market, but then you'll catch it on the way down slowly and slowly, and then it will average the buys you buy tomorrow down. So that is a really good way. It also means you have further money to buy further dips. Also, something I've been doing recently is slowing down the diversifying on my portfolio. I just think this is key because, as I said before, not all coins will survive the market, so I'm just making sure I focus on those projects which I am really confident in. A way I've also been doing it myself recently by dollar cost averaging is, and this doesn't matter whether you've got $100 or $1,000 or $10,000. Basically, what I've been doing every time I go to bed, I check my portfolio and I make sure it's rounded to the nearest like $10, $100. You get the picture. And then in the morning, if it drops down, so say from $100 to $95, I'll put the extra $5 in to round up. Obviously, if you're doing it with small amounts, be careful you don't get hit by fees. But I found this to be a decent way, just by slowly topping it back up to my target price. As I said, if you're doing this, it's quite important to pick which coins you want to buy next. That's why I actually slowed down with diversifying on my portfolio, as said in step 2. But to round up this video, what we've basically said is 1, be confident of the projects you're investing in, as there's a lot of uncertainty whether what projects will actually make it to the next one. 2, dollar cost average, as it means that you won't get stuck buying and then it dips like another 50%. And 3 is a little method which I've been using, is topping up your amount in your portfolio to the nearest 10 or whatever you wanted dollars to make sure, to help you not make sure you're blowing all the money you get at once, and meaning that you can capitalize on the drop in the market more. So like I said, guys, I want to make it clear that I really do think that we're going to see more drops in the market before it's all rosy again. Will it take all the way until near the next Bitcoin halving? That's yet to be seen. But I definitely think we're going to be going into a bit of a market which is uncertain, and it's going to be a lot harder to guess. But as always, guys, tell me what your guys' thoughts are, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.